Hello and welcome back here. In this short video, what we're going to be doing is trying out this ceiling paint by Benjamin Moore. This is the Muresco, and this is an older ceiling paint that Benjamin Moore has been offering probably for over 20 years now. And again, this dries to a dead flat, and this paint has been around for a while. So we're going to give this a try here, and I already have the paint in here, and again, to cut it in, I'm going to be using my Corona Chinex bristle brush. This is an 1.5 inches. It's an angular brush, which is going to help when cutting in the ceiling here. The walls are done, so we can't overlap onto the walls, so we're just going to cut in the ceiling like it is, and you can tell by the video that I shot, especially in like the corners here, it doesn't look like the last time that they just rolled out the ceiling and failed to cut in first. So you can see how it's darker in the corners. So we'll be back in a flash to get going in on the cutting in of the ceiling. Once again, using the Benjamin Moore Muresco here. And again, this dries to a dead flat white. So we'll see you in a few. Okay, so welcome back here. In this video, what we're going to be doing is cutting in the ceiling, not the walls, with the Benjamin Moore Muresco ceiling flat paint here. So again, I have my 1.5 inch bristle brush here, and I'm going to load up here. And again, we're not painting the walls are done here. So I have the paint all loaded up there. And with my right hand, I'm just going to come close within 1/4 inch, and then work it into the corner there. Come back. Okay, so that's going to take care of that. And with the video that I already shot, you can see how the edges never looked like they were cut in. So with using my left hand might get in the way of the camera. I'll come back into what I did there. I'll switch back to my right hand here, so hopefully it'll give it a better feel. And come into what I did and feather off the edge there. I'm going to come into the corner here. And when I get to the corner, I'll turn it out right there. So that is my exit. I turn the brush in a circular way outward. So I'll do that again. I'll come in when I get close to the corner. I'll turn the brush like so. Okay, and we'll just clean this up here. Come back like that. Okay, now I'll reload up again here. And come close to the edge, work it into the corner, establish my line that I want to cut down, and just pull across. Feather that off there. Okay, so come here. And when you're doing this, it's very important to breathe. The more you try to hold your breath, the more uncomfortable it is. And if you have to be relaxed to do this here, so just come into the corner and pull across. Come a little bit lower right here and pull across and feather back into what I did right there. Okay. Now I know that it's a little dark here, so this will be the last cut that I do. Let's come into it and drag down. Okay, and feather back into what I just did right there. Okay. So I'm just going to continue to cut around the ceiling here, exactly the way that you saw me do it from right over there, and then we'll be back to roll it out. So thanks for watching. Hello and welcome back here. So we got the ceiling all cut in and it's dried. Now it's time to roll it out. We got the paint in the roller tray there. Again, I'm using a 1/2" nap roller. And again, we're using the Benjamin Moore, the Muresco brand of paint. And again, this dries to a dead flat, and this paint has been around for a while. So we'll put this over here. I'll grab my painter's pole, and again, we have the floors all draped off with the blanket, and then we have the plastic on the shelf here. And again, we just have to remember to roll slow here. So we'll load this up here. The roller is all loaded up, and we'll come to the middle here and just slowly roll that way there. Come back. And again, come as close to the corners as possible. And again, you don't want to roll too fast, because then if you roll it too fast, and you're going to get the paint splatter. Okay, I'll turn this roller and work it into the corner there. And then come down here and get rid of that. Okay, so that takes care of both of the corners there. Whenever you're rolling, the corners are tough because you have to stop and then turn the roller to get into both sides there. Now, like I said, you always want to kind of keep the roller right over your center of your body or your head, because that's where your center of gravity is, and you don't want to go out that far because then it starts to affect your shoulders. But since there's a counter here, I have no choice but to extend the roller above the counter there. So we'll load back up here and come over here. Okay, since there's not a lot of paint on here, I'll come in here and come as close to the corner as possible. And load back up. Come as close to that hook that's in the ceiling again. I really had a lot that was on the roller, So I'm trying to disperse it here. I'll come over here to the corner, come close to the wall, and I'll come over here and just lightly go around the hook that's in the ceiling. Get as close to that. And in the corner there's a small section there. So I'll load up. Okay, and I still have a lot that's on it, so I'm not gonna come close to the edges. I'm just gonna work this back and forth, like so. This right here, I'll get up on the counter and just go as close to the edges as possible. There's a line right here, so I'll just come close to take care of that. Okay, so that is all set there. Okay, so I got the edge there. Since we're rolling the ceiling that way, we'll come back over here and start to roll it again like this. Come close to the light. Now I'm getting rid of the paint. Now I'll come back into it. And that's going to pick up the paint again. Come to the edge. Okay, slowly go down. Back. Okay, now we have the light to deal with here, so I'll just come close to the cabinets here. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, you should probably hang the plastic or drape the plastic down from the cabinets here, but I'm just going to make sure that I roll real slow, not to get any of the paint splatter onto the cabinets here. So again, with the light here, I'm going to roll as close to the light as possible and then come off and bring the roller off in that way there, as to not leave a line. Now I know that it's hard to see here, so I'm just going to work slow. Work it back and forth, come back into the corner here. Now I know that the light that is reflecting off the ceiling is kind of hard to see, but we only have a 1 foot section left here. So I'll reload back up. Be careful not to come too close to the crown, to the wooden crown, and go back and forth a few times. And now I'll come as close to the cabinet as possible. Okay, I'll come over here and come as close to the cabinet here. And I don't have a lot of paint on the roller here now. Okay, and maybe just come once down here. And now I'll go back and check my work. Okay, and as you can see, it already had started to dry right over here. So this is basically, it's like 3/4 of the way dry now. So that leads me to assume that the ceiling is super absorbent and it's really dry. So we'll let this dry out and then we'll be back to see the results of it. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, so we've given the ceiling an hour to dry out here. And as you can see, it dries to a perfectly flat white. There's a shadow up at the top of the wall there. But as you can see, it covered great. So again, this is the Benjamin Moore, the Muresco paint. And again, this is the paint that has been around for a while, and a lot of contractors like to use it. Okay, so that's going to conclude this video on how to do a ceiling in the Benjamin Moore Muresco. So thanks for watching.